Hello, good evening to you and welcome to this latest video in the Bark 2 Burnley career mode. There's no theme music tonight, there's nothing tonight. We're just going to get straight into this now. With FIFA 16 already out and me and my brother going to get it. There'll be some we're going to try and get this, hopefully in the next couple of days, get this career mode finished plus Euro 2016, and then hopefully we'll start a fresh series from FIFA 16 as that is now just come out literally. But we're going to start with this crucial game with 2 points, remember, behind Chelsea in the Premier League table. Can we keep the pressure on as we take on QPR here at Turf Moor? So let's get over there and find out if we can keep the pressure on at Turf Moor tonight. On Chelsea, that is, at Turf Moor tonight. Good evening to you all, welcome to Turf Moor. Good afternoon rather to you all. Here we are at Turf Moor, Burnley against QPR. If Burnley win, they go top by a point, but only on goal difference, remember. This is going to be a tough old afternoon in the rain at Turf Moor. And we're all set for this crucial encounter. Turf Moor packed to the rafters, bitterly cold afternoon here. This is the Burnley lineup. Heaton in goal, Max Gradle. Still, it's just basically the same team that's beat Tottenham 5-4. Kane and he's keeping their places. Tom Heaton's having a marvellous season in goal, though. He was culpable for Tottenham's 4th the other day. And the big news for QPR, Charlie Austin returns to his old stomping ground and he leads the line alongside Matt Phillips. They'll play with a back 5 with 3 centre backs, Kerbat, O'Shea and Colker. Watch out for Leroy Fair as well. He palms a 3-man midfield with Chiatti and Sandro, the former Tottenham player. There's Douglas, he's one of the wing backs who will turn into a left midfield player as the main game goes on. So they could play 5 at the back or 5 in midfield if they choose to. Referee from Merseyside is Mike D. It's going to be QPR in the hoops to kick off. And then we'll attack the goal to our left. And Burnley look to try and get 3 more points. That would take them actually to the top of the Premier League, although they will play the game more than Chelsea. So away we go. The importance of this for both teams could not be underemphasised enough. When Burnley, and they are top of the league, but lose, and they may well be struggling to pull back. So a win tonight, whatever the circumstance, is such a crucial one. Okay. He just rifled through the defence as if he weren't there. Kane! Oh, good save. Goalkeeper stood up big and made the save very well. Fair for QPR. They got back well. Zuma. Lampard. Oh, what a lovely ball that would have been. Well, the pressure is on. Big game for QPR as well, trying to make sure they don't slip up in their quest to stay in the Premier League. They're 15th at the start of play. Lampard. Through over to the far side. Here's Gradle. Twisting and turning. This is a lovely play from Gradle. Just showed too much of it for the centre-back Colker. Quarter now gone. 0-0. We'll play Gradle. Did very well. Kane. Chamberlain. 2 waiting in the centre. Oh, it nearly went through as well to the far post. Inks was lurking. Here it is now. Oh, trying to place it and then hits the post on the rebound and it's cleared. Well, Inks had his first ever denied by the goalkeeper, and then he slid in and hit the post. Very, very unlucky. And here come QPR. A little ball over the top, and Douglas is in behind. This could be trouble here for Burnley here as the shot comes in. It's a goal! And Burnley have made all the running. It's Charlie Austin, I think. Not Douglas as I originally called it. He took up a position on the far side, Austin. Cut inside. Hard to tell where we are in the commentary box. I called it wrong initially, but Austin cut in and fired it past Eaton, and Burnley again concede the first goal at Turf Moor. It was so easy for the former Burnley marksman, and the moment that Burnley didn't want to happen has finally arrived, unfortunately, and it's a bit of a shame really. It's tough for Burnley. They have been the better side up until then. 1-0 to QPR on a day where Burnley can ill afford a goal concession like that. They can ill afford a loss because 5 points and a game more played than Chelsea would play to Mourinho's side's hands. Here's Iggs. Oh, what a chance, and he usually snaps them up. And Alex McCarthy, how his clean sheet is still intact, well, only he will know. Ings usually gobbles them chances up for breakfast, dinner and tea. But yet it remains 1-0 to QPR. Good header one. Jolberg on the ball, and he's got a man free on the far side. It's Gradle! Yes! Max Gradle! 1-1. And boy, did he take it superbly! What a wonderful run. He switched flanks, went down the right, and it was proved to be a masterstroke. And this time McCarthy wasn't going to save this. Max Gradle has put Burnley back in the game. 1-1. And it was a goal they needed in more ways than one. It's his 4th goal in the league for Burnley since joining them in January. And we have a game with a vengeance. Burnley have scored 1-1. And Turf Moor, not for the first time this season, is relieved. And the league champions who trailing to this man's goal, and he's on the ball again here. And he's got through the challenges. Oh, Zuma stopped him very well. McCarthy plays sweeper keeper. And it's Phillips. Former Wickham and Blackpool man. Still going. Given away though to Lampard. Breaks kindly there for... the offside decision's been given, but I think the referee should have played on, to be fair. Burnley had possession and potentially a good attack going, and now they've got to start things all over again. Got to be a frustration there. Mike Dean had the opportunity to let the game flow and he didn't, and I thought that was poor refereeing from him. Here's Trippier up. Oh, what about that for skill? And he's got Ings in the middle. Kane trying to get there as well. Again! Oh, unlucky. Well, he came in very, very late, won the header, and he just went wide. Beat Kabak to the punch. But what a lovely ball in from Kieran Trippier. Terrific play. Well, that's encouragement. Lampard. Oh, and what a nice ball. Kane again. Gradle. Got Trippier for company. Oh, tricky skills from Trippier. Lovely cross. Ings was lurking again. And here's Phillips. Austin up ahead of him. So to is Sandro. Good tackle. Trippier wasn't going to let Sandro get away too easily. Sandro's throw to Phillips. And the ball back again. Willie Gradle, half-time whistle. Parity restored. Gostin are giving QPR the lead, but Max Gradle equalised soon after. Gary Kane came close with a header, but at half-time here at Turf Moor, it's Burnley 1, QPR 1. Welcome back to Turf Moor, where we have a half-time change. Joberg, who's not really been involved in the game so far, replaced by the returning Rafael van der Vaart, who's coming back from a long injury layoff. Burnley get us underway, and van der Vaart already straight into the action with his first touch. Here he is on the ball. Might bring some more quality to the Burnley midfield. And he's lost it straight away to Leroy Fair. That's one person you don't want to give the ball away to. And here's another one. Austin, good save. That was a dicey moment for Burnley, but Tom Eaton saw to it that it wasn't going to be any more. But here come QPR now, trying to start the half as they finish. Start the first half and second half as they did the first. Soak up all the early pressure and then score. Good play, not so by Sandro, but good play by Burnley. Oh, Lampard went in a little unfortunately there. The referee not pleased about the theatrics he fails of Kees and Jan. He gets himself a caution, which I think in quite simple terms is rather unfortunate. Sandro did maybe, it was a foul, but I didn't think it was, he didn't need the reactions of Jan anyway. Well, that's both all round because Abel Tarat comes on for Kiti. He's a man that never endears himself to anybody, certainly his own fans. Always wants good money, but never turns it on when you want him to on a football field. Very much an enigma. That's a good tackle. Chamberlain, that's a nice ball. Coolly done. Van der Vaart. Ah. That's a yellow card. If the first one from Lampard was a yellow card, then surely Terapin's got to go in the book. And the big cheers tell you that Mike Dean has booked Adel Taarabt, and quite rightly so. It was a stupid challenge. None of the ball, plenty of the man, sent Van der Vaart flying into next week. Had to be a yellow card. No question about it. You can tell what the substitute of Burnley thinks about it to the substitute of QPR. Van der Vaart, good ball. Here's Kane! Oh, it's saved by McCarthy. The Burnley can't afford to even draw today. They have to win. Because a win would really put pressure on Jose Mourinho and Chelsea. Remember, they're still unbeaten, Burnley, in the league this season. Gradle with the corner. And the header has gone wide. Goal kick. He's only made 17 appearances, but he's scored nearly nigh on 20 goals this season, Danny Ings, but he should have had one tonight for sure. Well, then the crowd's still up for it. There's still a good 20 minutes for stoppage time to go. Plenty of time for possibly a Burnley winner. One does get the feeling. You say that QPR, with all their star names, should be a lot higher than what they are in the table. 15th place is probably a false position if you're looking at it from a QPR perspective. Now, what's the referee giving here? If he's given another offside, then fair enough, but there was a good advantage played again. The referee isn't helping the situation. Yes, it's offside. They've got the decision right there, but he stopped it. When Burnley had a good situation, he's allowed a QPR sub to come on. I just find it amazing. Bobby Zamora's the man coming on to replace Matt Phillips, but still, Burnley should have been given an advantage to play because they were in a very, very good situation. It doesn't help when the referee starts being picky that way. But here's Ings. Burnley have got to rise above it now. Ings shoots straight at the goalkeeper. And it's hooked away. Zuma intercepts brilliantly. And then it's hooked away again. Chamberlain keeps it in. Austin back defending. Concedes the throw. And Burnley here have it in a very dangerous position. Chamberlain. Lampard trying to turn, but loses it. Oh, fantastic challenge. Here's Gradle. And this man has got running ability of second to none. Here he is. No! Oh, yes! 7 minutes to go! And Max Gradle may have just scored the most important goal in Burnley's league season. What a magnificent run! And Gradle twisted the QPR defence one way and another. He got away from John O'Shea's clutches. And what a marvellous finish past Alex McCarthy. And Burnley, who have not been at their vintage current best today, have certainly got the result now. If they can hold on for 7 minutes for stoppage time. Max Gradle at the double. And QPR's resistance has finally been broken. And again, a wave of relief comes showering round Turf Moor. And it could get even better. It's Kane now to wrap it up. Yes, no, off the crossbar. And then Lampard goes in. He's on a yellow card. He may well go here. It was a foul on Douglas, and he's going to go. Red card. Second yellow, I think. Or was it a straight red? Well, either way, he's off. Referee was right. Had no need to dive in there. Maybe he wanted just to protect his team and protect the 2-1 lead, but well, Charlie Austin's coming off and Ben Partey is going to come on, but Lampard trudges away down the tunnel. And Burnley have got 5 minutes of stoppage time just to see out with 10 men. So Lampard off the field. His second yellow. I think the first yellow was desperately unfortunate, I have to say. It was the theatrics of Sandro that bought him the first yellow, but there was no debate about the second yellow, if it was to be a second yellow anyway. It means now Burnley have just got to hold on in there and not concede. Bartra doing just that, not giving anything away, but they have a corner, QPR. This could well be the winning goal as we see it again from Max Gradle. Alain is his middle name, but there was a touch of Alain Prost about that type of finishing. How he bent round the corner and into the back of the net. Great goal of sheer finesse, but it's a corner now. Burnley have got to defend this. Ugly, there's no finesse about clearing it, and there's the whistle! And Burnley have edged it. Just about. 2 goals from that man, Max Gradle. Enough to see them home after Austin had put QPR ahead. And now go in top of the Premier League with Chelsea still to play their 26th game. Burnley have pinched it by 2 goals to 1. Well, not vintage, I know, but that was a great performance by us to win 2 goals to 1. We go top. Let's have a closer look at that league table. So we played 26. Chelsea, however, have played 25. But that really does put the pressure on Mourinho's men. They win or draw or lose their 26th game, then the ascendancy may well be riding with Burnley, because if they draw the game, their next game, Burnley will still remain top. Chelsea win, it's still 2 points. If they lose, they stay right there on 63 points. So this is going to be a 2-horse race all the way to the finish, folks. There are just shy of 12 games to play in the league season. It could go either way in that time. All it needs is one team to drop a result and the title could go to the other side. So Burnley have done their bit. Can Chelsea keep the pressure on us and win, or will they succumb, Mourinho's men, to the pressure? I hope and sincerely it's the latter. We take on Southampton next in the Barclays Premier League, and that is on a Wednesday night. So we're looking forward hopefully to seeing you then. But let's just see how let's just see how things went there. Chelsea drew. So Chelsea have drawn. Now what does that say? Let's have a look at that result then, because it means, because Chelsea, what were they doing at the moment? Let's have a look at their replay QPR. Well, here's all the results from the 13th and 14th of February. We won 2-1 against QPR. Newcastle United drew 1-1. Wigan Sunderland 2-2. And these are the games just played now. Arsenal 2, Villa 0. Cardiff 0, Tottenham 0. Hull Liverpool 1, Hull 2. Manchester City 1, Everton 1. And the big one, the big result. Norwich City, take a bow. You've held Chelsea, well done. 2-2 against Mourinho's men. Great news for Burnley. Stoke 2, Southampton 1. And Southampton, as I say, is our next opponents. And we end the video top of the table on goal difference. Now we must keep winning and just make sure that Chelsea drop a couple of points here or there, and we may well retain the league title. We'll see you for the Southampton game. Till then, good night to you all.